today. I thought I would show you minus the food items, stuff I bring for a car trip, tent camping trip. And actually this time it's going to be a cycling trip because I am going to do the Tour de Big Bear up at Big Bear Lake in California. And I'm going to do a 50-mile ride. So I'm going to be camping before to acclimate. And these are the items that I bring. Maybe they'll give you an idea. I'm sure you have your own items that you bring, but maybe there's something in here that will give you an idea, or something that you'll be like, hey, that's a good idea, I need that. So without further ado, let me show you what I've got. Well, first, since I'm showing you the car, let's start with the car. I've got it's not a Thule, but it's a roof box, and it's on Yakima crossbars, and I'll put a bunch of my items in there. And then on the back, I've got a bike rack for my bike, and this is a Thule bike rack, and I just actually got it. I found it used on OfferUp for like a steal actually, and used it already, and it works great. So the bike will be back there. I've got camping stuff to put up in here, and then I'll fold down the seats in the back and utilize the back of the car. It looks like a mess, but I'm trying to organize it before I put it in the car, so I'll just point through some of these items to show you what I'm bringing. And again, you may have some of this already, but some of it may give you an idea. We'll start here. Of course, firewood, and this little thing of firewood I'm bringing because I'm actually bringing this here, which is my solo stove. And it's wrapped right here in just to cover, but I'm bringing the solo stove. And on top of that, I have a skewer. So I can use this for marshmallows, I can use this for cooking chicken or that sort of thing, but the solo stove for a campfire, it's just me, so I just need something small. And then the firewood. And then right here is my camp stove, and let me show you from the front here. It's a Camp Chef Ranger. These are 7,000 BTU each. This will be my first time using it. I had a little single camp stove before that was just one burner, and it was all tipsy and it would fall over, and it connected to the little propane bottles. But this got really good reviews. I'm excited to try it. So along with that, I am bringing the propane tank. So I don't know if you want to call it a drawback, but that's one thing with this camp stove is you need to bring a larger propane bottle. No problem, I have plenty of these for the trailer, so I'm set to go with that. It's always good to have some fire starters. I'm bringing some fire cubes. I love these. They just start immediately and they burn very well. I've organized my stuff into boxes so that when I go out I don't have to repack everything, and a lot of these items actually most of these items just live in this box. But I've got a couple trays here for eating on or cooking on, whatever. And then inside this box, it's just a hardware box from like Home Depot, and it's good quality, so it can stand on it, it won't leak. But you know, I have things in here like my paperware, cookware, lantern, some food items here, dish soap, that sort of thing. Thing with this DeWalt box here, I have items that just permanently live in here for camping. This right here is kitchen stuff. Let me show you. Let me unzip it. So in here I've got kitchen utensils, cooking utensils, my garbage bags, and that sort of thing. They just stay right inside here. And then buried down in here is all the stuff I need for cooking. I have my jet boil stove with some propane tanks for that. For a French press coffee in the morning, I love this. Of course, I can use my stove to cook coffee on, but I love this. Some wipes, a hatchet is in here, some lighters, more propane. I have seasonings and cups. So basically stuff that I'll need for kitchen and camping. And I have ground coffee right here for the French press. You're gonna look over here, I have a little mat for outside the tent. And then I have a sleeping sheet, an extra blanket, and in here, this container. And these things just stay in here. It's window shades for the car in case I was sleeping in the car. I have bungee ropes, extra stakes, duct tape, a towel, and heating pad, that sort of thing. I have a water filtration kit here. They all just stay inside this container here. I'm going to be at a pretty remote campground and there's no power. There is water there, so my power source is going to be this EcoFlow power box, and this will power, my phones. I've got little lights on here for in the tent, and then it's going to run actually my refrigerator. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I love this EcoFlow, and I'll charge it in the car on the way, and it'll last. It should last me several days before it needs a charge. If it needs a charge, I'll just turn on the car and charge it up a bit. They come with solar panels. I didn't opt to get that yet, so I'll make do with the car for now if I need to charge this. I can do a full review on this at another time, but it's nice because it's got USB-C, USB, and then regular 110 outlets, as well as a 12 volt right here. It's pretty well set, and I've been happy with this so far. That box right there is a toilet, and yes, I am bringing my toilet. I do not want to use an outhouse, and I would rather actually just use the woods. I do not like outhouses. I detest them. I've had a fear of them since I was a little kid, and so I will bring my own toilet. And this toilet has a holding tank and everything. It's great. I love it, and I can just empty it when I get back. In here I have my toiletry items, and then I am going to bring a jug. I will fill this with water before I leave, but like I said, there is water at the campground, and then this can just sit on the picnic table, and I can use the faucet here and then refill it at the campground as I need. Of course, I'm bringing my bike. Since this is a bike trip, I am bringing the bicycle pump as well as some bike cleaner right there. But I have all my bike gear. I'm not going to go through all that and show you, but I have all my bike gear I'm bringing as well, including things like my helmets and my kit and all of that. Back along here, we've got a lantern. This is a USB rechargeable, and this thing is amazing. I love this thing. Is so bright. So I will use this. I can use this on the table, in the tent, and as an emergency light. Then I have an umbrella, a shade umbrella. It connects to my chair. Speaking of chairs, I didn't get it out, but I am bringing a zero gravity chair to relax in at the campground. Of course, camping wouldn't be the same without a good book to read. I've been reading this book by Scott Stillman. He's written several books, and this one so far is really good. I love it. A couple pans to complete my kitchen set, and then it's got a griddle type pan that just sets on the burner, and you can pick it up with this here, so I can cook like grill something, a chicken breast or something on there as well. And then, like I told you, I am bringing a refrigerator. This is by Iceco. This thing is amazing. I use this when I'm driving in the truck, pulling the trailer. We keep our drinks in there, and then at the campsite, when the RV is hooked up to electric, this sits in the basement, and we always have fresh cold drinks outside. But I will use this as my refrigerator for this trip with the tent, and maybe I'll do a review of that at the campground. But it's going to run off of my EcoFlow box right there, and it should work just fine. I'll put a couple frozen water bottles in there to help keep it cool, and yeah, I love that. Of course, my tent, and I can do a review of that when it's set up, as well as a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, and this is not just a sleeping pad, this is a memory foam sleeping pad, and I just purchased it, so the verdict is out on if I'm going to like it or not. I will show it to you once it's set up, but I'm too old to sleep on the ground, and I don't like Air mattresses, so I discovered these. They get really good reviews, and I'm curious to try it. Camping wouldn't be complete without a camping table. This folds up nicely, and it has cup holders right built into it, and it's perfect height when you're sitting in a chair, so I will bring that, and maybe I can show that to you once it's set up as well. Anyway, minus the food stuff, this is an overview of what I bring camping. If you enjoyed this video and it gave you some ideas and you want to see future videos such as reviews and RV DIYs and my travel videos, please subscribe. You might watch this next video here where I show you my car camping setup. But until I see you in the next video, take care and travel safe.